Let's move to the next point, which is water scarcity. Do you know what is meaning by water scarcity? Water scarcity is the lack of clean water resources to meet the standard water demand. There are two types of water scarcity have been defined. There are physical and economic water scarcity. Physical water scarcity is where there is not enough water to meet all the demands, including that needed for ecosystem to function effectively. On the other hand, economic water scarcity is caused by a lack of investment in infrastructure or technology to draw water from rivers or other water sources, or insufficient human capacity to satisfy the demand for water. Water scarcity are inextricably linked to human rights. There are some causes of water scarcity. The first one is uncontrolled deforestation, and even more prevalent at present for the purpose of rapid building development, is also contributing to the water crisis. Unplanned rapid development has also resulted in rainwater not being absorbed into the soil. Instead, it continues to flow into the rivers. This situation has resulted in the quantity of groundwater becoming declining, and in turn, it has affected the quality of water supply. In addition, pollution as a result of unsystematic waste management has also resulted in contaminated clean water sources. For example, garbage piles at landfills have resulted in the production of toxic waste, which in turn will flow into rivers and other sources of clean water. This flow of garbage and toxic waste eventually causes polluted water and the supply of clean water to become increasingly reduced. Worsening the crisis of clean water resources is that groundwater storage is also declining. While groundwater is one of the sources of clean water supply, it is quite important and needs to be maintained. This situation occurred due to logging activities that are becoming more prevalent today in the watershed. There are some steps need to be taken to stop the water scarcity. The first one is to increase the supply of clean water. More water treatment plants need to be built. The construction of water treatment plants allow the river water, lake water, and water from other contaminated sources to be processed into clean water sources. The next step that can be taken in improving clean water resources is to provide more watershed to ensure that groundwater supply can be maximized. Therefore, all logging and forest exploration activities need to be monitored and controlled in order to provide more watershed. The disposal of chemical and toxic waste must also be controlled to ensure that water supply sources are not exposed to any form of pollution. For example, chemical waste from agricultural and industrial activities need to be managed more systematically so that pollution of water resources can be avoided. Last but not least, there may be many possible ways that we can help, but the most important thing is to stop all the activities that encourage water pollution. If this can be stopped, we can enjoy the source of water with pleasure, but remember, we must not waste it.